Anyway, Order 13. We got a review key for this game from Lorkit, which is super nice of them. Thank you to Lorkit for the review key. And I've never played any games by this developer or even this publisher before. Cybernetic Walrus is the developer, and Oral Interactive is the publisher. Not Oral Interactive, but I mean that publisher sounds pretty fun too. Cat appearance, by the way. Bunny ears, antlers, frog eyes. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly it, Ogasa. But I'm not dropping out with the cough drops. I'm dropping in because it's going into my mouth. That's what it's doing. Do we want the naked cat? Am I allowed to say, do we want the naked pussy? How can I not do the frog eyes? The frog eyes are adorable. They have a tuxedo. Or, okay, they have a tuxedo. Do they have a tortoiseshell? They do not have a wait, hold on. That's kind of a torty. That's kind of a torty. Well, that one's got screechy scratch marks. I like how there's different, like, body shapes, too. Kinda cool. So if they have, so the tuxedo, that's kind of like Ferret, except he's not, Ferret's way fluffier. Ferret's, like, hugely fluffy. He's so, like, bulbous. This looks enough like Shayna. This looks enough like Shayna. Shayna is the cat that we'll probably see her later when she jumps on my lap. She's a little goober. This kind of looks like Shayna, so that's good enough for me. Should I name her Shayna? Should I name the kitty cat Shayna? Name the cat Kirkland Signature. Costco hot dog. Here's the problem. If I name it after Shayna, I'll be fucking destroyed if the cat gets got. They wouldn't kill the cat, would they? They wouldn't kill the cat in a video game like this, would they? They have the different colored eyes. That's cool. I'll play it safe. We'll play it safe, and we'll say Kirkland Signature. Those are all very good. All right. One's in the chat if you want Kirkland Signature. 2 if you want Costco hot dog, and 3 if you want Grandpa. Never trust a new developer? Fair. Fair. 1 for Kirkland Signature, 2 for hot dog, Costco hot dog, 3 for Grandpa. For one thing, is there enough characters? There is just enough characters. We're tied. Tie between two Costco well-known IPs. The Kirkland Signature brand and the Costco hot dog. Good to see Audrey. I will cast a tie-breaking vote and say Kirkland Signature. And let's jump in. Let's jump in, friends. New game. It begins. Apologies if I'm like sniffly and gross and clearing my throat. I was sick for the past couple of days. And I'm good now. No fever. I'm good. Or no more fever at least, but I'm still kind of gross. Apologies if I'm causing you mental or oral distress. Any more so than usual. $75. What is this, Lethal Company? Click anywhere. Click quote and go to bed. I hate this job. Hey, what's up, Krath? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, I'm over here like, wait, is this Lethal Company? Is this Repo? Which again, I'm bummed that I had to miss games with the boys not once but twice. Not once but 2 weeks in a row. Completely unforgivable. Good to see you, the Krath. I was lurking in your stream earlier today. Or no, it was yesterday. Yesterday you were doing that medieval game, the medieval blacksmith game, and also Hella PoE 2. Oh, it's Johnson right when I'm blowing my snot. Not when I'm snotting it up, man. Hello, Raiders. And hello to Johnson. My way to welcome you is by expelling gunk out of my nose. Excitedly, though. It's in a positive way, so it's okay. Ugh. Gross. I'm coming off being sick. I had a fever for a couple days there, and I'm good now, but still kind of grody. We're playing a cool new game called Order 13. There is indeed a kitty cat. Okay, not right here. Where's the kitty cat? Where's kitty cat? I don't know where the kitty cat is, but you'll be happy to know we did specifically. They allow you to customize what your cat looks like, and I looked at the options. There was a tuxedo cat option to make him look like Ferret, but Ferret's much more fluffy. There wasn't a fluffy cat option. There was a slender tortoiseshell option for Shayna, so we made a tortoiseshell that kind of looks like Shayna. You should feel the shame. Always. Lovecraft. Oh, yes, I've seen that one. I've seen that one, Johnson. What do you think of it? I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, that game looks really cool. It's always pussy season. That's right. Alex, it's not so much a sneeze, it's more of a degunkification. Forceful degunkification as opposed to an explosive one. I like how it says cat. And just to be clear, oh, they drew a kitty cat on the side. That's adorable. They drew a kitty cat on the side. They do a kitty cat here just to make sure everyone knows what's up. That way it is not language specific. You know, if you're not in English as a first language and a deal, then you see the picture, you know what's going on. They got a little scratchy post made out of various cardboard pieces all stacked, all duct taped together, which is cute. They got a water ball. Person takes care of the kitty cat, which is very nice. So I hate this job. Pack stuff. Screw this warehouse. Keep kitty cat happy. Don't leave this stinker alone for long or else. I'm assuming they mean the kitty cat. Don't leave that kitty cat stinker. Food and toys will help. I do enjoy that kind of thing, Johnson. That's good to know. There is the sale. That's right. Did you name the cat Kirkland Signature? Maybe. Actually, hold that thought. While I'm about to dox myself, Johnson, do you have any clips you would like to share? If you have any clips you'd like to share. You know I got that thing on me, baby girl. You know I got that thing on me. Shit. You already know what's up. You already know, baby. You already know. Of course I got that thing on me. I'm always strapped. We're getting back into Order 13. We actually just began. Always appreciate, like, fun. Presume, like, self-inserts by developers, something like that. Just, like, little self-caricatures. Payment at the end of the day. Alright, I wonder if that clock... Oh, it's a radio? Okay. Well, clock and radio. Change the station. Maybe I will turn that down just a teensy bit. And it does appear that timer is... It, like, does update. Oh, it's not even that. That is the actual time. I was thinking it was like an in-game timer. No, that's just the actual time. It actually is 10:08 p.m. right now. Central time. Central Daylight Time. I need to reach $75 worth of packages. Oh, it's animated. That's cute. Like a Mickey Mouse looking kind of fella. We're just packing stuff. Just pack stuff, yep. That's simple. I think Anti-Graviator is... Graviator? That's one of the developers' earlier games. Oh, there's Kitty Cat. Oh, Kitty Cat. Oh, it's got... So in the bottom left... You can see it right, yeah. In the bottom left, there's a cat-ometer. Kirkland Signature. There's a cat-ometer. And they said... Keep the cat happy. Don't leave this little shitter alone for too long or else. Exclamation... Or not exclamation point, but all caps. So, I got to pet the kitty cat. Make kitty cat happy. Do you appreciate that the cat is just draped itself over the keyboard? Twice today. Twice. Shayna just plopped herself on my work laptop when I stood up to use the restroom. Twice. Little shitter just cannot be stopped. But if this were actually Shayna, she'd be like trying to eat off of the plate. Because she also... And then would puke her guts out because she's a dumbass cat who tries to eat things that she should not be eating. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same shit every day, expecting things to change. Right. Yep. Like, the cat corner case? I always love getting to crank in the flavor text of games like this. And a bong, very nice, very nice. Camera's always oh, look at that. Always watching. Locked in. It's watching me just kind of diddle myself and pet my kitty cat and play with my pussy. Playing with my pussy live on stream, no less. Oof. Fragile must be French. Ship the order. Yep, looks good. First tape and then sticker. Add protection. 3 condoms. 3 kinds of protection. 3 condoms. Close box. Add tape. Ship it. Happy working day. Use this pile. 1 item per box. And I'm gonna do it really good first try, and I'm definitely not going to embarrass myself. Kitty cat. Yep. How do I put it away though? I mean, I'm glad I grabbed it, but do I need to be holding this constantly? How do I put it away? Oh no, I'm scared. Backpack slot maybe? Thinking maybe the tool switch, yeah. F, okay. Oh, so that's my flashlight right now. Okay, it's the F button. That's my flashlight. It will guide me. It'll guide me forward in times of darkness. Right, kitty cat? That's right. And of course, here's where we sleep. So, yeah, I guess the idea is we work where we sleep, which is pretty fucked. Can I just end the workday without having done anything? Can I just wake up, start the workday, and then immediately cancel it and say, you know what? Fuck it. That kind of day. Kill the Jester. Age 22. Do not waste the precious sticky notes. Too bad. Like that mushroom fella. What in the world? Huh. Well, I mean, the little icon is strangely appropriate given what that did, given its function. I don't know what I expected. Turns over 6 inches must be hand lowered. Oh my god. Excuse the shit out of my goddamn ass. What the hell is this Farsight? Any turn over 6 inches in length or longer must be hand lowered into the toilet to prevent chemical splashback. That's some good shit. Can I have that tattooed just above my ass crack? Would that be weird? That would be weird, wouldn't it? Okay, good. Thanks for agreeing with me. Check the posters for instructions and have a working day. Have a working day. I was gonna say, I hope it's not satire. That way I could say, like, you know, I get up from the, like, I'm in the office on Thursday. I stand up and like, all right, boys, I gotta go violate some OSHA policies. Give me one sec. Give me 20 minutes. I gotta go break some OSHA protocol. Have a working day. So, the friend of mine, our friend Void, my friend Rob that passed away about a month or so ago. This was 2 months ago. We both went to college together, and we both had a professor that at the end of the day on Friday, as the class was ending, he would always say, have a weekend. Not have a nice weekend, have a good weekend, have a productive weekend. No, it was always just have a weekend, which is like the bare minimum to say, like, hey, you know, allow yourself some kind of end to the week, you know, just do something. Just do something, even if it's not a particularly fun thing you do. Just have the week actually end and begin a new one, you know, just have a weekend. So have a working day kind of like hits the same way as have a weekend. Such a bare minimum level. All right, so I got 20 bucks in my wallet right now. So to be clear, I was thinking I was going to be packing other people's stuff. I guess I'm shopping. Daily quota to reach. Okay. Scanner upgrade, backpack. I can do these 2, but I would still need 5. A 5er. The quota to reach. Cat food. Do one of these if nothing else. Yeah, I was thinking I was like packing other people's like worth of stuff. It's a ship order. So here's some items that are, yeah, worth 5 or 25, even better. And a bunch of stuff we don't have available to us yet. Eventually we'll want cat food. So a flashlight sounds cool. It shows up instantly. Except that was, yeah, my wallet. Yeah, so it didn't actually add to that necessarily. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is my stuff. Yeah, here we go. It is a flashlight. Cool. So I'll grab that. So we'll probably want that anyway. Oh, do I also have the other photo? Oh, it's right here. So I can switch. This is my flashlight. This is my flashlight. Right, so here we go. So this is more what they mean. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. You're taking someone else's order. Oh, I drag it. All right, warehouse location. Coded object pickup. Okay. I can't grab that one. Oh, print order and then gather the... Oh, okay, I have to go grab the thing. Can I take this with me? I know that they say to stick it there. Maybe I just have to remember where this is. What's up, like a duck? Order 66, that's right. And then the porn parody who could forget Order 69. Maybe it'll be posted on multiple locations. The door. Here we go. This makes more sense, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that, like... For some reason, I was thinking they were gonna, like, give me the stuff to then ship off, but that wouldn't make sense. I gotta go find that shit. All right. So, here, just to be safe, I will mark this down, or I'll write it down, rather. WHR102, in case it doesn't get posted anywhere else, or it isn't, like, stored somewhere on our end. $5. And I'll say, that 3x3 grid, I'm just gonna say 2, 3, 5... 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Guess I need to, like, do that kind of verification step. And I have a flashlight now. Spent literally all of my money on this flashlight. Raise the audio up a little bit on my end. The Emperor's splashback. Quartz back, splashback. Good thing. So, looking for WHR1. N1. Well, this way. Real dark and spooky. WHR1. We're looking for O2. I think I wrote this down. All right. Guess it's just one of these. Yeah. It didn't say what exactly the item is. You're kind of like, drop this. Do I need to close this? Like, closed automatically. I get in trouble. Huh. You know, usually games like this take a little bit longer to get into the weird. Alright, well, that's a little weird. Usually games like this, oh, fucking course. It usually takes a little bit longer for, like, shit to get fucked. Or there to be signs of shit getting fucked, that is. Can't close. Click and drag. Nope, can't close. Door's just gonna be open when there's fuckery going on. Alright. Can I close this at least? Just the illusion of safety? Nope. Alright, alright. Well, fuck me then. Where's kitty cat? Got the kitty cat. No, I do need to give the kitty cat some food. I got this guy. Grab. Let's see, I need to place this. Alright, so... Oh, right, that happens last, right. Let's add protection. Before closing. Use this pile. For protection? Oh, I see now. It's not just a box of like something else. It's like a radio. It's like an old-time radio. Protection. Oh, packing. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Close the box. Add labeling and add tape and then the label. First tape and then sticker. That's... Oh, that's sticker. That's, yeah, where's the tape? You know where the tape is, kitty cat? Meow. There's some tape here. Where's tape? I think I saw the tape at one point. I think I saw the tape at one point. That's the printer. Oh, it prints tape. Oh, okay. Right? Grab? Hello? I can't click. I can grab the tape. Maybe I have to... Oh, I have to put it here, maybe. There we go. Click and hold. There we go. Now we're learning. And hold. Bam. There was... It looked like it was also allowing me to put it on the side, which would be kind of strange. Bring the top, I think makes sense. It seems like you'd want the label out. Right, so... Can I put it on the conveyor belt? There we go. Ship it. Flip it and ship it. There we go. 25 bucks. It's good because Kitty Cat is going to get kind of surly. We're not careful. Yo, what's up, CD? It is the one with the Kitty Cat. Who's making themselves very comfortable on our keyboard. But what's not realistic is the input screen going like just having a whole bunch of nonsense popping up on the screen. Let's do another one. Oh, click and drag. There we go. It's good to see you, CD. This game is fun. Game is fun. We just got started. What's up, Final Waltz? It's all good, bud. It's good to see you. Actually, I was meaning to stream more after the stream on Friday, but I was sick. I'm still kind of sick, but I'm no longer running a fever, which is why I'm able to stream and having a nice old time. Yeah, that was a fun stream. We got to play a bunch of Wreckfest, Wreckfest 2 specifically with some folks, and that was a really nice time. But then like the day after, I started running a fever, and it was not a good time. But now I'm all good. Now I'm all good. Or like I said, mostly good. Still kind of gross, still kind of like snotty and gross, but no longer fevery, which is good. 7, 8, 9. Cool. I'm making notes for myself because I will absolutely forget this otherwise. I want to get this kitty cat some food at some point because it's gonna get angst. It's gonna get angry at me if I leave it alone for too long. Got some quesadilla. Nice, Johnson. Nice. Yeah. It was unfun, but I'm good. It was a low grade fever, so I can't be too sad. But I'm all good though. It was annoying, but not the end of the world. This is annoying. Speaking of annoying, I need to get down this way, but I can't make it. Let's see if we can go around. Here's N, and then here's 04. Bunch. Beep. Boop, boop, boop. Aww. I'm gonna assume it's a happy noise, right? Appreciate you popping in, Johnson. Also, I don't know if you've played this game, Johnson. You're an individual who enjoys some spooky things from time to time, aren't you? This might be something you might be into. Liking it so far. It's right there. And very importantly, yeah. Like how every time we get up and go somewhere else, Kitty Cat just changes location. Get the box. Put it in the box. Gently put it in the box. I was supposed to use that pile, not this pile. Not that it really makes too much difference. 1, 2, 3. Close the box. Move it over here. Bloop. Give me the tapies. Getting so good at this. Zoop. Yeah, it says you can put it on the front. Or on the side, that is. I feel like that makes the most sense. Chip it. One more, though, we'll be all set. I'm not sure what our cut's going to be. It's probably going to be very little. I can expect much. Go into X1. Be 03. And then the verification is going to be 2, 3, 4 or 5. What's that? Quantity 1. I do need to pay attention to quantity because it will not always be quantity 1. Little cute little kitty cat, yeah. And a good little hat. Got this added. It's pretty cool so far. It's only been out for like a month, so it's pretty new. Pretty fresh. And I will acknowledge that I'm definitely hearing some weird noises. I like we have the tech deck on the desk. It's very fun. There's definitely noises out there that I've tried to ignore. So X is going to be pretty far down this way. So we must be mindful not to get got. Don't get got. Don't do it. What I mean? WH. Oh, here we go. Is that it? Very convenient if it was. We're looking for O3. Here we go. Let's crack it open just to be safe. I'm not sure if that's a glitch. It probably... Oh, okay. I was gonna say it probably isn't a glitch, but just an indication that like things are awry. If stuff is... If product is popping off the shelves randomly. Once again, I'm really surprised we had that very obvious first instance. Where something was like extremely weird. We saw that the dismembered hands on the cart earlier on our very first ticket. It's like, damn, that's awfully quick, and it's and that escalation usually takes a while for like things to first kind of pop off. Then 1, 2, 3. The delicious packaging. You think it's made with the finest asbestos that money can't buy? One can only hope. Tapies. Plop it down. Slap it on there. And away you go. Jolly Box Company. There it goes. It's so jolly and happy. Go to bed now. Yay. I'm finally allowed to sleep. I'm allowed to sleep. So my wallet is still 0, so I still can't give myself money for kitty cat. Speaking of kitty cat. Where's kitty cat? So, as we are allowed to, as we've been given permission. Other certificates. Good to know. After working for 20 minutes, it's time for us to nod off. Let's end the day. Do more orders as long as your cat stays alive. I mean... More orders means more money, which means more cat things. Oh, and that's... Yo, Caprolog, what's up, bud? Good to see you, man. Usually only buy when it's on sale. Yeah, that's usually how I am. Unless there's a game that, you know, that I'm really excited for and I want to play it day one. Or really want to support the developer. This warehouse needs some... a refining on its policies, maybe. I mean, I don't know if it's entirely OSHA compliant, unfortunately. Unfortunately. We got Caprolog. It's good to see you, bud. That's right. You were doing some Hotline Miami 2. I was lurking in the Hotline Miami 2 stream earlier. I'm trying to remember you were streaming yesterday. Maybe it was 2 days ago. There was something else you were playing that also caught my eye. We're playing Order 13. Apologies. I've been sick for the past couple days. Some kind of fevery thing, and I'm better. I'm a lot better, but I'm still kind of gross. So every so often I have to take a moment to get the gunk. Try to de-gunk myself, so excuse me one sec. Trying my best not to be too gross, as much as I can help it. No more than I'm usually, that is. No more of my usual grossness, at least. It's good to see you guys. Thank you, Caprolog, for that raid. Very generous. Very generous of you. And again, Order 13, really cool little horror game. Amazon Fulfillment Center horror game, which I'm sure is at least unpleasant. At least an unpleasant circumstance. But this is a horror game. Has some interesting it has some interesting pacing. Right from the get-go, we've already seen signs that things are amiss. And in addition to fulfilling orders and matching quotas, that kind of thing. We also have a kitty cat. Kitty cat's got a cute little frog eye headband, head attachment thingy, which is cute. And in the bottom left, you'll see we have to keep the cat happy. The cat happy-ometer is important. Now, they do say, where is it? Here we go. Keep cat happy. Don't leave the stinker alone for too long, or else food and toys will help. So, food. You buy certificates. Okay. Basement containing high-value items. Oh, that's exciting. So some cat food would be helpful. But we've lost a lot of cat happy as it is. Could I like speed run an order so I could quickly get another order and get myself a bit more money? Let's see if I can do that. See if I can speed run an order. I've been kind of lackadaisical about it, but I think if we go fast, we can do this shit. So I'll say go back, print an order to get this thing going. This is gonna be. Now the timer doesn't count down until we leave our little enclosure here. Because yes, in this circumstances, yes, we're in a fucked up little enclosure, and this is our workstation, but it's also where we sleep, and it's also our desk. It's a very strange pavement at the end of the day, right? Yeah, it's a weird and maybe not ideal employment situation, but it's what we have, for better or for worse. I'm gonna make a note of this. I always write it down, or type it down rather, because this information does not come with us. I'll write down that verification code and a 9-number digital pad. I would say it's 1, 2, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 6, and 7. Right, so I gotta go snag that thing. Kitty cat, you be on your best behavior. For anybody curious, yes, you can customize and name the cat. We named our cat after the Costco Kirkland Signature brand, of course, because that's how we fucking roll. And apologies, I'm a sick and disgusting mess, all snotty, but I'm happy to stream. I'm not forcing myself to stream. I really wanted to check out this game tonight, so happy we're playing, but you all have to suffer. You all have to suffer for my grossness. The good news of being sick for the past couple days is that my ability to toss a facial tissue from here into the trash can, which is probably like 5 feet or so away from me, has gotten way better. So I'm pretty much the next NBA star, pretty much guaranteed. Never miss it. I'm sick and disgusting and also physically ill. Correct. Try to go fast. So WH, we're looking for I won. Who won? I won. They were looking for 06. It's gonna be a birthday present. A birthday present on my birthday with my birthday on my birthday. 1, 2, 6, 7. Boop. It says. I'll read it more closely in a second. Yep. Oops. Oh, is this the wrong one? Uh-oh. I like that noise. Cat's getting very upsetty. Cat's getting very... So maybe the spooky noise that we're hearing is just the cat being slightly murdery. It says, good... What else does it say? It says, good, wow, love, mom. Good. All right. Very good. Get a box. Pop it in there. 1, 2, 3. Seal her up. Move her here. Tape that shit down. We're getting really good at this, man. No, I don't mean to brag, but I think we pretty much got this thing nailed down. Ship her off. Look at that. We crushed the quota. Give the kitty cat some lovies. And, yeah, cat is big, angry, even though we hit the funny number. So how do we do? We got full marks. 104 is the total. What is my cut? The quota goes up. What was the payment that we received? Oh, by the way, the catometer did refill. We probably could have flown a little bit closer to the sun. I probably could have done one more, but there was no guarantee. Also, whenever you pet the kitty cat, you can only do this once, but if you pet the kitty cat, it does give you a slight buffer. And the catometer, which is nice. Hey, what's up, Caroline? No, I appreciate you, bud. It's good to see you. Thank you again for that raid. Very generous. You know how it works, by the way. Whenever someone raids, I always love to ask if there's any clips of yours to share, because you're a freaking homie, and I appreciate you a bunch. And no worries, I too am experiencing a funk. I actually was running a fever for the past couple of days. The fever finally broke last night, and I'm good now, but you can probably hear it in my voice, and I probably look a little grungy. I'm like coming off of being sick, so I'm still kind of like snotty and gross. So I'm trying to, avoid being too gross and like no more gross and disgusting than usual. So I try to like blow my nose away from the microphone if I can help it. But we're having a good time. This game is very good so far. By the way, let's get some the kitty cat some fun stuff. Actually, maybe I don't have to. Maybe I don't have to right now because, again, the catometer filled up. Maybe it'd be nice to save up for a tool belt for carrying. Oh, the scanner. That'd be nice. And the backpack for more items. Yeah, scan the ticket. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe we should do something like that. Go for those two things. The flashlight and the scanner. Running shoes to make you go faster. Like for hanging up more tickets. That'd be kind of nice. You get to like grab more things all in one go. But basement certification. That sounds kind of cool. You can't pet the cat for hours. What even is the point? I like how you absolutely can stack the cat pets. And of course, you get that first buff to your catometer at the first pet, but that's the only one. After that, the cat's like, I like that first pet you gave me, but beyond that, I'm kind of lukewarm on it, which is how it goes sometimes for kitty cats. Some cats are always down for lovies. Others are kind of a so-so kind of thing. So here we go. Total cat happiness. That might be kind of cool. So I'm guessing these are... Yeah, it's not like the kind of thing where you buy it once and you can buy it again. It is a single purchase only, presumably. You don't have a litter box? Then, bro, how do you do this stuff manually? Oh, okay, here's the litter box. It's just a cardboard box full of litter. I guess it's a literal litter box. Literal litter box. So a better scratching pole, because this one is just a bunch of cardboard boxes all stacked up together. Fluffy cat bed. I'm kind of curious to see what fluffy cat bed looks like. Let's do the scratching pole first. The nice and expensive for our kitty cat. Good girl, Kirkland Signature. Actually, do you think Kirkland Signature is a girl or a boy? Replace our old grungy one. Kitty cat's so happy. 385. Wonderful. Actually, 355 is the total. The maximum. Put on the order. Hang it up. It's going to be HU203. And it's going to be verification code 1349. All right. My friends, kitty cat, you be on your best behavior. And I do appreciate that if we wanted to... I can't actually reach it right now, but you can pick up the photo of the kitty cat, and that occupies the spot on your... Here we go. That occupies a spot that is otherwise held by your belt. So you can just walk around with this as a flashlight. Doesn't work very well, but you could. I think I'll actually use the regular flashlight, though. Did I say flashlight? Maybe. Maybe I said it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. For you two. Computer and a cat and... Yeah, a job you don't have to work... I mean, I was saying earlier this would be a maybe not ideal work situation, but you could probably do a lot worse. This is you. I'm looking for you two. Yeah, not the bestest work circumstance, but probably not the worstest. This is normal, right? Full disclosure, I've never actually worked at an Amazon distribution facility. But I'm gonna guess this is slightly outside the usual wheelhouse of what to expect at one of these fine employment establishments. And for 03, which I cannot goddamn reach, goddamn it. Uh-oh. Anyway. Anyway, as I was saying, 1, 3. Uh-oh. Well, it was courteous of him. Just here like that. A little weird. That's a little weird too. The good news... Oh wait, hold on, I can't go around that. Can I crouch underneath? I just done that from the get-go. I can already tell I'm gonna get lost a bunch. Well, maybe not too much, but like, I'm gonna get turned around quite a bit. Trying to retrace my steps, trying to make sure I get to the right place. I'm not sure if this is a full representation of what this kind of experience is like. Kind of employment experience. Kitty cat. Always finding new places. Prop oneself up. Always surprising us in new ways. Kitty cat, you wouldn't have any idea about the fucking demons roaming out there, would you? I didn't think so. All we know is another satisfied customer like that. Johnson wants to play it. It's pretty cool so far. It's spooky, and the kitty cat stuff is fun, and there's like more than meets the eye for sure. More than meets the eye for sure. Yo, what's up, Axe? I appreciate you popping in, man. That's right. We'll do whatever it takes to keep Kitty Cat happy, which is, I mean, let's be real. A lot of us are pet owners, cat owners, dog owners. A lot of us are pet owners, and some of us will do anything for our biological children. I tell Bonnie all the time she's our biological dog. I tell her all the time. She doesn't believe me. But she'll come around one day. Alright, get back into this one. I do have the thingy noted, WHL105. I got the code verification stuff added. Kitty Cat, wish me luck. She says, don't get killed, Alex. Yeah, keeps growing. Understandable. Understandable. I like to think that's a common enough occurrence. Pretty relatable, I think, for a lot of us. Skittering about back there. Unfortunately, when you're carrying something, it's kind of hard to see past what you're carrying, or what may or may not be trying to murder you in the meantime. It's a pretty quick one, though. Nice little quickie, given that that first one was a bit of a doozy. Quickie instead of a doozy. What even is this? This is... Can I rotate? Is it a coffee machine? Kinda. Some kind of coffee machine thing. We were so quick, Kitty Cat didn't even move. Go for those platinums? Yeah, some games in particular take some dedication. Take some real dedication. I think you're right. I think it's espresso in particular. Okay. No, I wasn't blowing my nose. I was just admiring Kitty Cat. Telling Kitty Cat how nice and pretty they are. They need reminders. They need reassurance. It's important. Boop. Chip it. We're on our way. Another one. Right there. The $30 one. This one's a little bit more higher value, which is nice. So far, they've been fairly low order, but I imagine we'll get into the upper echelon sooner than later. G204, so that's the second like depth level. G row. So 2, 3, 8, 9. All right. Been noted, and off we go. Kitty cat, wish me luck. That was cat and ease for good luck, don't die. SpongeBob on the box. Yeah, on the outside. The outside of the packaging. Yeah, that was the first indication. That we saw that earlier. I was like, that was the first indication that something was off. Here's the G2 row. We're looking for 04. I assume this is okay. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, so that was just a jump scare. It didn't actually murder us. But I think something can legitimately murder you. I think something can legitimately murder you. Directional audio. Oh, there he is. There he is. Am I dead? I'm dead. You have died. We start day 2. So when you get discovered, I mean you run out of stamina real fast. Real fast. So that might mean it wouldn't be a bad idea to invest in the running shoes pretty quick. Day 1. Oh. What's that? Day 2. So by this point, we had accumulated money, but I hadn't spent anything yet. Kitty cat? Kitty cat. Got that 30 buffer. Elkinas, was there anything spooky? Yes, there was some shenanigans. But yeah, kitty cat is okay. Yeah, we get fucking devoured by DK, GoldenEye DK mode inflated head guy. But kitty cat is safe. Because kitty cat is like nice and warm and cozy in this little enclosure, so she's fine. He or she is fine. I like to think Kirkland Signature is it's a gender neutral name, so it does not, you know, preclude an assigned gender. Also, yes, earlier I did give my kitty cat a greater scratching pole. That way, the cat-ometer's a little bit happier, a little bit higher. Because we're going to have some orders that are going to have us be a little bit more involved, methinks. You know, some of these are going to be a little bit hard to reach. A little bit more out there, a little bit more further away. And this is D205, and the verification is 2, 4, 6, 7. 4, 6, 7. All right. Getting that scanner will be a pretty good thing eventually. I think I'll do one more day with this current loadout. I'm saving some in my wallet so I can also buy cat food for kitty cat in case we, you know, if we're under the gun and we're under quota. Before we're like out of cat energy. But for the time being, I think we're all set. Grab the flashlight. For D2 or Diablo 2. It seems like the second level of depth is where we're more likely to see the creature. I don't know if it turns red when he sees you, or if that's just when you're close. Oh my gosh. 3. Or that's necessarily referring to. Is this exactly what I'm looking for? 05. I think it is. Awesome. Makes my job a little bit easier. No complaints here. I also don't know if he responds, if the creature responds to flashlight. If it's better to not use the flashlight if you're trying to be stealthy. Of course, there's some procedural generation at play here because the orders are procedurally slapped together at playtime. The layout of the place might also be procedurally generated. You know, what rows are obscured by something, what rows are open, that kind of thing. What is this exactly? This is something service eggs, or contains eggs. I don't know. Maybe it's a service chicken. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Ever since Axel pointed out, it's like a vaguely SpongeBob-esque character. I absolutely can see it. I absolutely can see it, and I can't unsee it. What do you think, kitty cat? That's right. Very smart. Another order, please. This is the one that killed me earlier. Order number 2. Or was it maybe it was order number 3? Maybe it was order number 3. Maybe number 3 is what killed us. That first one was pretty quick. It was pretty quick and easily. Yeah, no shenanigans with that one. But this is the second one in a row to require depth 2 reversal, given that it is J2. So it's likely that as we go further along, the ante continues to get upped. 206, 3, 6, 8, 9. Good. Good. I like how we have, so we're not wearing running shoes right now, obviously. We do have some Vans, and I guess we were a skater boy. They said, see you later, boy. I guess that's not as good for running. Yeah, there's also a tech deck over here. Oh, we have one of these coffee machines. That's why I recognized it. But we're the only one with friend. Right? What's up, Lycanish? We got the friend. We got the kitty cat friend. Axel says, don't die again, Alex. I will most likely succeed in fulfilling that request. Maybe. I'll do my darndest. Going to J2. 06. Hear the stompins. So far, we've seen the monster. We've seen what he's about. Oh, that's ominous. Oh my. Well, you know, we were playing that Diablo-inspired game earlier, or not, a couple days ago, and I talked about the butcher's area. How it was like red, and there were bodies hanging everywhere, and it was all fucked. Wasn't expecting a butcher-esque area here in this game of all places, but and yet here we are. Anyway, yeah, so we've seen the creature. Food service. Tailors. We've seen the creature. There's also There's also like these weird psychological effects. Like that. Of like little fellas, little duendes creepy crawling around. I don't think those hurt you, I don't think. Probably not a good idea. It would probably be best to avoid them if possible. I think they're mostly to unnerve us. Mostly to unnerve us, but hard to say. Kitty cat. And away we go. Flip and ship it. 31 bucks. A kitty cat. But it's going to be 85, or yeah, 85, we're at 62, so we got a little bit more to go. Get your ticket before printing more. That's a good point. I guess we could get multiple ones, but you can only carry one box at a time. Unless maybe the backpack would let you snag more. Can we turn this into a Can we turn this into a Death Stranding situation where we have like an extremely elaborate setup that lets us carry a bunch of packages? The ultimate delivery man. It's true. My name is Alex. And you know, back in the day when this is gonna be an ancient meme for some of you. So some of you might know what I'm talking about, but others will question what ancient brain rot I'm referring to. There was the Dolan comics. Dolan was like an extremely bastardized version of Donald Duck, but like very MS Paintified. And he would always do fucked up shit to Gooby. Gooby was a fucked up MS Paintified version of Goofy. So, and again, my old friend Rob, old college buddy of mine I was telling stories about earlier, he loved those comics. And at one point he would refer to me as Axel, as a like kind of Dolanified, funny sounding way of rearranging the words of Alex in a funny way. So sometimes when I hear the word Axel, I think of him calling me that for a bit. Was I into Alex Kidd? I never watched it. Unfortunately. I think it was one of those where I heard about it. You go and write this one down. I heard about it. I saw commercials, but I just never got around to watching it. So it wasn't that I avoided it. It just never caught my, never happened to cross my radar. Unfortunately, was it good though? I mean, the person had a pretty cool first name, in my extremely biased opinion. What's up, D-Man? Could they be sanity? Is there like an implied sanity meter? If there is a sanity meter, I don't see it. Although there is a cat-ometer in the bottom left corner. There is the cat-ometer, and the cat does react, at least in some way. There's like some notification, some reaction noise thing that happens if the cat-ometer drops to like 50 or lower. So maybe that is sort of a sanity meter, but I don't know. We got real bad earlier when we tried day 2 earlier for the first time. When we tried day 2 earlier, I got killed pretty quickly. Whereas this one's going a little bit more smoother. So it's kind of hard to say. But it wouldn't shock me if there was some behind the scenes systems at play to dictate when those like little scary fuckery moments happen versus when things are nice and chill. Guess we shall see. Anyway, so I got the code. I got it noted. Got the kitty cat. And let us begin, my friends. This is not that long ago. I mean, you're not wrong. It's not that long ago, but also this probably was... Like, the Dolan stuff was, like, really big in, like, 2013, 2014. So, we're talking over 10 years ago. Old enough. Old but gold. I really enjoyed them. Some of them were wildly inappropriate. Wildly inappropriate. Oh, that's what we're looking for. 01? Yep, that's it. See, the way it kind of clips to the door makes me wonder if it's a glitch, but I don't think it is. I think it's an intentional malfunction. An intentional glitch, if you will. A little bit unnecessary, don't you think? Someone left some fresh, delicious intestines just coiled up right there. Perfectly good. Perfectly preserved. What's up, Skewer? Pelican says, you are old, Alex. There we go. We got two 20ers with conflicting reports. More data, more test data is necessary. Boop, boop. Good to see you, Skewer. It's fun. I get to play. It's either the hipster card or the old card. I feel like how it's kind of off-kilter a little bit. Still counts. Still got the full amount. We got plenty of cat energy left. Cat-ometer left. We can do another 1, maybe even 2 orders left if we're feeling extra frisky-disky. Freaky-deaky. Shitty-witty. Flappy-clappy. Looking for P2. P as well. And 04. Verification is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Death Star, that's a powerful choice. Now, I've never played Red Dead 1 or 2, but Death Star does seem like a viable option, personally. Could do a lot worse. Maybe. Or a lot better, even. You know, I will say this much. It feels like times when I've had something like this, where I'm kind of like gross and kind of snotty, but I'm coming off of a fever or like a flu or something. It feels like the snottiness gets worse. Like there's more gunk coming out my nose. But that's like my body's way of saying, all right, we've dealt with the worst of it. We can focus on flushing the system. Because, you know, when you have a fever, your body's like, oh, like that's the top, maybe not top priority. I guess breathing and metabolizing is also pretty important. But that's one of the top things is like, you know, fighting the fever, like fight whatever the infection is, or rather, fight the infection that has necessitated the fever. Or whatever it is, virus, what have you. And then once that's resolved, your body's like, whew, okay, let's clean up this mess. Let's fucking clean this thing up, boys. And they're fucking spraying everything down back there, so, or inside there. So it's like me being all gross and gunky. It's unpleasant, but it's also a sign that, like, that's, I think it's good. I think it means that I'm on the mend. Emergency evacuation. That's right. That's right. On the one hand, I'm being a gross, disgusting bastard. But on the other hand, an improving bastard. Is there purring for the kitty cat? There might be. There might be purring if I get real close. Turn up my volume. I can hear it. I can hear it, yeah. Some cats will only, like, really, really, really purr if they're happy. Like, if they're, like... Well, which is to say, they're very specific about what, like, makes them happy enough to purr. Some cats, it's like, oh, they're purring. Wow, you must really done something to make them happy. What the hell? They never do that. Other cats, they're like in the other side of the room. You just go and you look at them, and they turn into a fucking lawnmower. You just hear them from across the room. It's like, damn, that cat's loud. But ideally, this cat is the latter. Where, yeah, this is one where it's like, just by being in the same zip code as this creature, it's gonna be like, oh, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I can't do funny voice very well. Anyway, got this noted. 2, 3, 4, 5. Off we go, my friends. P2. Penis number 2. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I heard the pitter-patter. Pitter-patter of something. Being all jangly. The round where I got last time, I think. I can hear him. Maybe the flashlight doesn't disturb him. Oh shit, there he is. I'm out of stamina. Fuck. I'm out of stamina. Fuck. Oh. He's got a pretty good line of sight. Got a pretty good line of sight. But yeah, if he peeps you from across the room, it's not one of those where it's like, oh, I'm far enough away. He said I'm gonna get your ass. And my ass was got. Turns into a motor, but yeah, some cats, man. Some cats do be that way. Yes, this is a horror game. In addition to being a cat-pleasing simulator, it is a horror game. Now, I'll confess, I'm kind of curious about one thing. What exactly is the scanner? Although, should I wait and do the scanner and the flashlight? Maybe the flashlight is a hindrance. Let's try the scanner. Scan ticket to display. So, if I say... So this allows you to not have to write it down, like I've been doing. So I don't know if it really helps necessarily. I mean, I guess it's less work for me specifically, but it means I can't pick up my flashlight. One or the other. Also, what kind of fucked up employment situation is this, where you have to buy your own equipment from the store that supplies it and manufacture them? Because look at that, they even give you the holder for it. This holder was there previously, but they don't give you the tools to do your job. You have to buy them yourself using the funds you earned from the labor you slaved towards. Anyway, so if nothing else, it's a convenience. I don't know if it means we can also just click the thingy. Maybe we can. Let's find out. Go to D2. Yeah, it's harder to see now. There is a light radius, but a not overly generous one. Not an overly generous light radius to being able to see these things. What exactly is that creature? I wish I knew. Actually, maybe it's better that I don't. If I could just hide in here. Again, in a situation like that, if I'm getting got. There he is. He didn't see me. In future instances where I'm running from him, and there will be more. There will be more instances. Yeah, maybe it'd be worth my while to, instead of like trying to like navigate and trying to duck around areas, I should, well, maybe not duck so much, but instead of trying to like just try to get distance, I should try to just emphasize hiding. So he's really fast. Maybe he's not as observant, or just not as good. Maybe just can't crawl. Who knows? Who knows? But good enough for me. Good enough for me. So we at least found something that will help. Shame we lost that progress. I had just barely gotten... I was almost to the quota, I think. Yeah. So let's print it. Beep. Right. J2. It's fairly quick. Oh, did I pet the kitty cat? Oh, I didn't get the... maybe I already had pet the kitty cat and we already got the buffer. Going to J2. Electric Boogaloo. Sometimes there's overhead lights, but not always. Am I a one-armed employee? Yeah, we... For whatever reason, we are limited in our ability. The tools we can carry. Yeah, let's see. Look at this. Another one where we don't even have to scan. Now, if I wanted to... Okay, but you still have to... To me, that seems like the scanner's kind of not worth it. Maybe I'm, like, breaking the game. Maybe I'm, like, messing up the game's balance by typing out the codes that I have to use. Maybe doing it this way is, like, cheating in some ways. But yeah, if the scanner doesn't make it any quicker to get in to the locked cages, then, yeah, it feels like a waste of monies. I think I'd rather have the flashlight, honestly. Like, yeah, it's a little bit more work for me, but only just a little, honestly. It's not, like, a huge issue. Not a huge issue to, yeah, just, like, type out a couple things. And have the flashlight, which is easier for me to see, easier for viewers as well. I feel like it's just the winner across the board. My kitty cat. Buy a headlamp, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. He's a loud stomper. He's a loud stomper. He's also, you know, you joking about us being one-armed. The monster has, like, one little baby arm. Like, he's got, like, a big, like, a regular arm, then one little, like, like, arm for babies. Cute kitty cat name? I cannot take any of the credit, actually. That was, who was the one that recommended Kirkland Signature? I think that was Meerkat. It was either Meerkat or... maybe it was Pelican. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, it was a good suggestion. That's a good one. Alright. Print the next one out. And yeah, I think I'm just going to write it down myself. I'm doing my own damn self. R201. And we say... 2, 3. Yeah, at first I was thinking like, oh yeah, if nothing else, if it makes it easier or quicker to do the verification step at those cages to open the door automatically. But the scanner doesn't even let you do that, so at that point, it's a nice convenience, but not worth it, I don't think. Not worth it. So R201, verification 2369, got the flashlight, off we go, baby. Off we go. Oh, gossip was what? That sounds right. Elgaso would. It's such a classic Elgaso move. Having a cool idea for a thing. How dare he, honestly. Boomboxes, old school. Or did turn a little bit pinked, a little bit red. Slightly reddened. We're good. What about Leonardo DiCaprio? Maybe if there's an order 14, a sequel to this game, we'll get even more fun cat naming opportunities. One can only hope. Costco Hot Dog was a good suggestion. Grandpa was a good suggestion too. I liked Grandpa as a cat name. I think it's an underrated cat name. But I'm such a Costco simp. I'm always down for Costco related humor and or paraphernalia in my life. Out of curiosity, if I were to now get the kitty cat selection, can I get the Scritchy Scratch poll? Will that give me even more of the goods? Boop. So it does restore and increase the maximum, but not like to an it doesn't like autofill it entirely, obviously. It's still pretty nice though. Let's do another couple. I'm feeling confident now. Now we've got a better system for hiding behind the creatures, from the creatures rather. Maybe I shouldn't fly too close to the sun, but I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling prepared. I'm ready to take on the world and ready to punch God in the dick. Right square in the penis. What about Grandpa PAW? You right? You right, D-Man, you right. That's a good one too. D-Man's always got the pun game on lock. Why he's demand. Oh, there's the creature. There's another creature, but again, I think those are just like psychological fuckeries. Wonder how consistent his location is versus if he's like teleporting around all the time. If I turn my back, they'll like pop up in another location or some shit. Like, I think I'm okay to just kind of give this my full attention. Like, did that make noise and, like, give him a great big frighten? I think that was just to scare me. No? Well, actually, maybe. He kind of maybe turns towards me. Oh, I did back myself into a corner. Oh, I'm very much in a corner. That's not good. If there was a second creature, I would really be fucked. It just occurred to me how badly I'd screwed myself. So I was like, oh, I can just duck behind something. I was like, oh, there's nothing to duck into. There's a little spot right there, a little niche to hide into. We're in the clear. Trying to be aware of my surroundings. Situational awareness. But not sexuational awareness. Ask Creed Shadows. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've heard pretty good things about it. Surprisingly good things, because like the last couple Assassin's Creed games have not been so universally beloved. But yeah, I've heard a lot of really good things about Shadows, which is good. Especially given that Ubisoft has not necessarily been in everyone's good graces over the past, however many years. So if they're killing it finally getting their shit together, then I'll take it. Oh yeah. Maybe that is our boss, D-Man. Who knows? What if that is our boss? Wouldn't that be some shit? Wouldn't that be some shit? Let's do one more. Can I do one more, kitty cat? Where's kitty cat? Now, we need to be aware that if we do fly, once again, too close to the sun, the cat will activate, and something bad might happen. Keep cat happy, or, yeah, do not leave the stinker alone for long, or else. I don't know what the else means, but bad things happen to good kitty cats if we're not careful. So I think I can do one more. One is a little bit further out. I think I can do it. 207. Gonna be 1, 2, 4, 8. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I'm feeling pretty confident. What's more into the breach? Yep. That's the sign the cat is like none too happy with us. But I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. The 07's pretty... Oh. He disappeared. A little bit damaging of the immersion when I could like physically see the thing despawning. What? Oh, this is V2. Here we go. There's the creatures scurrying about. Oh, shit. That. Uh-oh. Well, that's gonna screw me over. I need to get back to kitty cat. Uh-oh. I guess we're about to see what happens. Unless... Retain. 8. Oh, here it is. 5. 3. Oh, it's gonna be a photo finish. Died of sadness. Now we know. Now we know who died of sadness. Damn. Well, all right. Well, now I know. Now I know. If you're concerned, that was the problem. I bought the scanner too. I couldn't have bought them cat food is the thing. Because normally I would just like buy them cat food or something like that to replenish the meter a little bit. But now we know, yeah, if you're flying a little bit too close to the sun, don't risk it. That was our longest one yet. Because it was at level 2 of depth. And 7. I think that's the farthest way we've ever seen it. So I was overconfident. The greed, the overconfidence, it'll get you. So in this case, I'm not going to bother with the scanner. I think it's not really necessary. I will get the cat toy. Maximize cat efficiency. There we go. Down. Seems like it's exclusively the second depth here. Goodness, we didn't get killed by the big fella at least. We were like a second away. So close, man. It was so close. But at least now we figured out how to navigate around the big fella better now. Trying to get good. Trying to get good. Not do Kirkland Signature wrong. We want to do right by Kirkland Signature. And also not get killed along the way if we can help it. We can do right by Kirkland Signature. And not get killed along the way, then it's been a good day. Also, it's weird, like, how I'm noticing certain words and certain, like, word phenoms are harder to say when your nose is kind of fucked, when you're, like, when your fucking nasal airways are partially obscured. Like, Kirkland Signature, I'm, like, having a hard time saying that. And, let's say detective file. Oh, it sounds like a board game. I'm having a hard time saying it. It's because, like, my nasal passages are less than at 100% right now. My manner of speaking is impeded. Otherwise impeded. Look how quick that was. I was like, oh, we had, what was it? It was like 90-something HP earlier. I was like, oh, these take us like 30 usually. Really fast. Solve crimes. There might be some crimes happening in this employment situation, in this fine establishment. No coworkers, no nothing. Just kitty cat. Kind of weird, man. Kind of fucked up. Order. Print hors d'oeuvres. Right. It's gonna be J2 06. Verification is 1 4 It's not. Alright. Gotta mark down. Look, kitty cat. Alright. The cat literally dies of loneliness. They're the dead. I was thinking the cat would run away and you'd have to, like, rescue them. I was thinking the cat would run away, you'd have to rescue them. It'd be like some kind of, like, extra angle. Not multiple. Are these are there? I don't think there are. It wouldn't shock me if there were later. There was, like, eventually more of these big fellers. He's unfortunately in a very awkward spot, kind of right where I need to be. So stompy. You know, somebody posted that picture in the Discord server, or not picture, the video in the Discord server of that one cat who was, like, extremely stompy. Just had very, very loud stompers. Same thing, twice in a row, by the way. This is the monster equivalent of the extremely stompy cat. Same kind of deal there. Is his name Stomp? Stomp the cat. He did have a funny name in that story, didn't he? And by funny, I mean adorable. Put it down, then pet the kitty cat. Or Detective Files board games. 1, 2, 3. We've all, if for those of us who have lived in a either ground floor apartment or condo, or at least one that was just underneath somebody, so anything other than the top floor. If you've lived in an apartment or a condo that was anything other than the top floor, we've all had neighbors like that, where it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, how are they so loud while stomping around? It's like they're doing it on purpose. And of course they aren't, but it sure feels like it sometimes. Sure feels that way sometimes. So this is depth 1, but it is level X, so pretty far to the right. And not too bad otherwise, though. Code is going to be 2, 6, 7, 9. And away we go. Pet the kitty cat. Away we go, my friends. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, that's right. I remember, yeah, I used to work at the furniture place. Yeah, hopefully this kind of game is slightly an exaggeration of what your employment experience was like at... I'll so as to not dox you, Rhino, I'll not name the place, but yes, the place of your previous employment. Good to see you, by the way, bud. It's a race car. And by race car, I mean truck, but same thing. You're spoiling us, giving us something in the first row. That never happens. Fine, don't worry about him. That's Carl. He's been here a long time. This is what happens when you work in one place for a long time. I've worked at my current company for almost 10 years. I'm coming up on the 10-year mark on how long I've worked for my employer. And, I mean, you can already see the resemblance between me and that naked, blood-soaked guy that we just saw earlier. Maybe he was missing a limb or two. I mean, it's only a matter of time before I start resembling him more and more. So you work one place long enough, kind of shit will happen to a motherfucker, so... You know, with the old-timers, and that's just how it goes. They crawl around, they skitter around a little bit, they teleport around. They are lacking some important body parts, but they do okay, though. What about if they live under? Yeah, under for sure. Or to the sides, but it's especially felt if you're underneath them and the stompies are going ham. Or... you know, moving furniture at, like, weird hours of the day or weird hours of the night, even. Right in the vacuum cleaner. I mean, yeah, the kinds of shit people will do, and very much in a state that can be heard by neighbors and, I guess, be unaware of it. Just blissfully unaware that whatever they're doing is very audible. Very audible from, to and from neighbors. Both near and far. Mostly near. 1, 3, 5, 8. Another depth 1. Maybe the game is feeling sorry for me that it kept killing me earlier. Maybe the game's like, all right, we gotta lowball this guy because this guy is just not cutting it. Keeps dying. His cat died last time. Like, what a fucking idiot. Well, joke's on them. Because they said I was an idiot, but I proved them. You'll be really proud of me. Just yesterday, I got to whip out that old chestnut. Where I was like, Gracie, I'm having this thing. It's like a headache, but with pictures. Right, Carl? Like, my boy Carl's got me on that one. Like a headache, but with pictures. Fine, that's called an idea. How quick that one was. I'm in a familiar situation. I feel so tantalized by doing another quickie. A sicky quickie. Thrill, the sexual and adrenaline-fueled thrill that comes with a package well shipped. I've never played Death Stranding, but I think I'd fuck with that game. Might even fuck it. Might stick my penis in that game. Let's do one more. The one more is what killed me last time. Actually, didn't kill me. It killed the kitty cat. But this is N, only depth, only layer 3, depth 2, layer 3, if we want to call it that way. Not too bad. We can handle it. When's the last time me being overconfident led to the demise of myself or someone that I cared about? That never happens. I got nothing to worry about. This will be an easy slam dunkerino. Right, kitty cat? That's all the encouragement I needed. Off I go. Into what, exactly? I've heard it's good. I know it's one of those games where it's probably not for everybody. It's him. Fella. He's going in my exact goddamn place that I need to be. That's so not great cash money of you, bro. Yeah, you turn to the fucking side, you chump. Chump-ass chump. Continuing to walk in the direction that I would rather he not. Turns to the right. Actually, I think I'm okay. Play it safe. Do this quickly. Play it safe. This one is wide open. Dude, this guy needs to step off my goddamn nuts. Why do I need to be my dude? My dude, my guy. Dude's fucking spawn camp me, bro. It's objective camping. Also, I was wrong. I thought he had like one scrunchie on me. He has 2 scrunchies. I know, kitty cat. I'm working on it. God damn. Demanding. Fuck out of here. Right, kitty cat. Who is straight up objective camping? Dude, so not cool. That is so not Sonic. That is so not Sonic the Hedgehog of you. That is so not gamer. Alright, kitty cat, I'm good. That was my last one. I'm gonna be a good boy. Not gonna risk it for additional biscuits. For today, at least. What exactly is that? Is it a weird-ass, like a Polaroid? A weird-ass Polaroid camera, like an old-timey... Oh, I think it's a projector, like an old-timey projector. And ship it. Good job, kitty cat. 145. I think that's enough to afford that first certification, isn't it? But yeah, I understand. Yeah, Death Stranding, when it first came out, a lot of people were like, this game is cool, but some people were like, not really what I was hoping for. So, just gotta know what you're getting into ahead of time. Well, and of course, it's a genius Kajumbo game. Hideo Kojima, so yeah, it'd have weird-ass characters with bizarre names. Goofy-ass cutscenes, oddly recognizable celebrity NPCs. $1 short, by the way. Being able to afford a cool thing. So, let's see. Access to basement 1 containing high-value items. I'm curious to go ahead and snag that one. That might be kind of cool. The rack, I don't know if I necessarily care that much. I'm not sure what, if there probably is a punishment for unfulfilled tickets. Running shoes sound cool, but I don't know. I feel like, I mean, running only does so much for you. Hiding is more effective, so it would seem. I don't know if we need to bother with these things. The scanner upgrade might be cool. Certification. That shit on the wall, baby. Look at that. Oh, the signature. Good job. Now give me some food. Guys, I think the cat's our employer. I mean, the cat is the boss. That's how it should work, but I think this is like literally the cat is the boss. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, very good actors. No question. So I gave Kitty Cat a fluffy cat bed. Can't upgrade that thing. I gave him the fluffy cat bed. And so I'd give us 39 left. Would that be enough to get some cat food? Yeah, it would be. Not the bestest, but it'd be enough. As like an emergency situation. Cat bed in case of emergency, or cat food in case of emergency. Cat bed is a much nicer improvement than a sad-ass cardboard box. That being said, cats do love cardboard boxes. These sort of enclosure like that. Or just cardboard boxes in general. So, I'm sure the cardboard box would go over was great, but presumably the cat will like this better. Although that being said, we've all had a situation in our lives where you've bought something nice for a cat like this and it like was not a small amount of money. And then you look over and they're ignoring the thing and they're just playing with the cardboard box that came in. So there's a very real chance that this cat will be like, what? I liked my old bed better because it was cardboard and a box and shitty, but this is like nice and you spent money on it and I don't want it. Right, kitty cat? Alright, first ticket of the day, my friends. Day 3. Made it to day 3. Feels good, man. Note. Oh, look at that. Tier 3. Depth 3, even. Hopefully it's not going to be Death 3 if I can help it. Quota's going to be 105. Is that correct? 5. It's a little bit higher. We're cracking. We're crack-a-lacking. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 8. Cardboard box on a table. That's right. Cardboard box on a floor. I'm sure there's some kind of explanation. Some kind of like evolutionary explanation for why cats like cardboard boxes or just boxes in general. And it's not just small cats, but great cats. Lions and tigers. Not bears, but like pumas and shit. They love big ass cardboard boxes. Want to roll around in it and chew on it. Like, it's, I don't know why. But I wonder if there's some kind of explanation, some kind of like some kind of evolutionary explanation. Okay, 305. This is the happy butcher zone. How happy they all are. And dead. But mostly happy. Oh, good. Some bloody pelvis is my favorite. Well, that is fitting given where we are right now. Weird that this guy ordered a bloody pelvis. Really? You ordered a bloody pelvis online? Can't you just source that locally? That would be more ethical and also cheaper, honestly. Okay, I was gonna say. You know, with tariffs nowadays, you know, in this economy, you know, purchasing a bloody pelvis. The basement access. That's a basement access. Cool. Also, HR, human resources. I've got a good feeling about that. Yeah, in today's economy, though, yeah. Seriously, though, you know, buying a bloody pelvis online, you're much better going for some kind of local shop. Much better use of your resources and time. Oh. Want to nibble on this? Want to get a little taste? Make sure it's still fresh. I'm sure it's good. Oh, whoops. Got the important detail. I wonder if we're gonna get more fucked up things that we're gonna be mailing off. What they wanted. What they wanted, so alright. Gonna be R2, so depth level 2, only 4. Not too bad, not too bad. This one should be pretty chill. The 2, 6, 7, 9. Wish me luck, kitty cat. Don't die. I'll try. No guarantees. I get fucked up a little bit. I would never. I heard the dude stomping. I didn't see him. The downside with this game is the directional audio is a little bit hard to, for me at least, to discern. I do have surround sound speakers, but it's a little bit hard to figure out which direction the dude's stomping from. But that might be like by design. He's gonna be right behind me, right? Yeah, that fella. That might be intentional to like make you on edge. Cause yeah, if it was too easy to tell, like, oh shit, it's like to my left, to my right, behind me, in front of me. Maybe that makes it too easy. So maybe the idea is to make it feel like, oh god, he's like nearby, but he's everywhere. Okay, so I was kind of poo-pooing the bloody pelvis thing, but this T-Rex fucking rocks. T-Rex fucking rocks. So good on this person for making this order. Very smart. So if my cut of this order is 30 bucks, I mean, that presumes that this person spent at least twice that, probably much more. Because I was thinking like 30 bucks was the amount that the company was making. Like, but no, this is the amount that I'm making. So how much is the company charging for these products? Shit, man, maybe this game takes place in the world with extremely inflated tariffs and out of control inflation in 2025 shit right here. And yeah, like, but 2025, but like 3 months in the future, when the trade wars continue to escalate and shit continues to get fucked and more fucked. So maybe like what we're experiencing in this game is like a taken to its illogical extreme today's economic situation. Mark this one down. So G3 304. And maybe us, you know, rolling in these kinds of numbers is a result of maybe the number that's being charged is like the tariff charges. Like we're just collecting it for ourselves. We're just pocketing it for our own selfish gain. Right, 4 and 5. Oh, I marked it wrong. That's 4 and 5. There we go. 1, 3, 4, and 5. Oh no, 5 and 6. I was right the first time. G304 is a $35 one. That will be just a little bit shy of reaching the quota, but I think we're okay. We can always get the kitty cat some cat food if they're sag. We don't gotta worry though. We got nothing to worry about. Got nothing to worry about. We're well-honed experts by this point in the game. Now that we've learned better strategies on how to not die and how to not let kitty cat die of sadness. I'm kind of curious to eventually see what's on the top areas. If you could just jump up here. Can you jump? I guess there's no jump. You fall down, will you die? Yeah, I wonder if there's like product up there. Snipe. I don't see any scan things. I think that's just for escaping, which is not a bad thing to consider. I find myself in a situation where I'm... Oh, wrong way. I'm running away and things are scary. There's an escalate. If there's an option to go up, that could be a not bad idea. The problem is the bad guy can probably go upstairs too, for that matter. It's chocolates. I see you there, bud. That's that one down. So once you see some of the like environmental, psychological jump scare effects, they lose their luster after a bit. Superior hiding skills helps us to survive. 187 left, so we can do at least one more commission before we have to turn in. Trying to look more closely at the wrapping. Is it like microbes, like bacteria and that kind of shit? It's weird wrapping. the customer wants. Fuck do I know, right? Little bow, very, very pleasant. Apply the sticker. Chip it off. 35 buccarinos, $4 more to make quota. You can do at least one more, maybe two if we're feeling frisky. That's the problem. Eventually, we will have to do longer sessions to make quota. We'll have to spend more money on Kitty Cat to make Kitty Cat happy, that kind of thing. So, the balance to maintain. Tricky but important balance to maintain. Gonna be Q306, a little bit further out. Previous one. Gonna be 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. No more gross snotification for Alex, probably. Maybe. Although I will drink some water. Q306. 4, 5, 6, 8. We are set. Kitty Cat, wish me luck. Alright, that's all the help I needed. All the assistance and encouragement I needed. Off we go. So the demon fellow was definitely in the tier 3 area somewhere. Depth 3, rather. It was more to the left. I think he's always to my right. When I hear him. I feel like I'm hearing him to my right always. I have no way to say that specifically. Also, I was thinking there was going to be a depth 4. As far as I can tell, there does not appear to be. Don't worry about that little guy. He's fine. Just taking a little nap. A little power nap. Let's get him through the day. Sometimes I like a little power nap in the middle of the day instead of like taking a full hour for lunch. Like, you know, I might eat in my desk. But take like an hour. Take a nap upstairs or something like that if I'm working from home. A little bit harder if I'm in the office, obviously. Oh, Kitty Cat's gonna be upsetty. I'm curious to see what the basements are all about. No, Kitty Cat, you were getting a little bit upsetty with me. Got it covered. Got you covered, bro. And that's quota, baby. We got it. Six tons of badass in a 1-ton case. Is that a reference to something, Lekonish? I'll admit I don't recognize the reference, but I like the words. I like what I'm reading. Okay. So we have finished quota. We would need to do one of two things. I had $39 to my name. So I would either spend that money on, say, a litter box to increase Kitty Cat happiness, which would bring it up to like maybe like 120, 130, which is pretty good, but it's not that great, and it would still put us a little bit kind of behind the 8 ball here. So I think what I'd rather do is maybe I should play it safe for now. We'll be able to try the basement certifications next time. Let's do that. We just, you know, we made a little bit over quota. Not that much more, but a little bit decently over. And now about that amount is our quota for this one. We could probably fairly easily make that same quota without too much trouble. with this pretty impressive wallet. Look at that, increase the total by 100. Scratching post with toys is pretty sweet. Cat sofa, oh man. Cat's gonna be spoiled rotten. Which never happens. We never spoil our animals or our kitty cats, do we? Cool fucking huge samurai, and it's you. Interesting. What game is it, Lekanish? Probably not this one, I'm guessing. Which I have the certification there. The running shoes are a maybe. The running shoes are a maybe, but otherwise... And I'm curious what the scanner upgrade is. As the scanner... Oh, it even says let's just scan 3 tickets, yeah. Just, I don't know if it's worth it. Again, I guess it's cheating to be writing stuff down, but I don't think the convenience that it offers is worth the money it costs. Yeah, I feel like I should get the scratching post. Should I save up? Maybe I should save up for tier 2 certification. Maybe I should try to save up. Let's see how much we can do with just what we have available to us right now. Print that shit. To the basement, baby. Make a note. Basement A1. And it seems like it should be real simple. Real simple. The code is going to be 3, 5, 8, 9. So A101. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily going to spit us out at the beginning of rack A, but still, 01 is pretty chill. Oh, for Assassin's Creed, that makes more sense. Right, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was the extra piece I was missing. Right, excited to try our first basement situation. Kitty cat. Thank you for the blessing. Off we go, my friends. We pivot. Go right to the basement. Our first time delving. Oh. Not ominous or creepy in the slightest. Authorized personnel. Yo, I'm so authorized. We're happy naked fellers and Cinderellas. Now, there may or may not be additional happy fellas down here. There's one fella. It wouldn't shock me if there were multiple. It would not shock me in the slightest or slightest. Funny. Got a duck under here. Pretty not bad. And I'm guessing we're in the clear once we're kind of past that point. Yeah. Just this door just stays open. Not too bad. And they said this was going to be more lucrative. I didn't look to see how much it's going to be worth. But only costing about 30. About 30, actually exactly 30 energy. That's not too bad. For bun buns. It's going to be worth 55. It's, yeah, a little bit higher order, which is nice. The satisfied customer, presumably. Unless our customers are the monsters. And they will only be satisfied when they get to feast upon my flesh. But until that happens, satisfied customer, baby. Look at that. That put us almost halfway. Well, yeah, a little bit more, a little bit less than halfway. We'll call that 40%. We'll call that 40% of our quotas. Not too bad. Another basement. This one's quite further out in the basement. It requires a bit more exploration. But we can handle it, right? Of course we can handle it. 1, 4, 5, 8. Cat. Thank you. Thank you for the well-wishing. It begin. Just bashes through shit like Kool-Aid Man. That's how it goes sometimes, man. That is how it goes sometimes in video games. Really, yeah, like, lady character has to be, like, stealthy and elegant and diminutive and tactful, and fella just like, what's up, bitches? Fucking crashes through the floor. Crashes through the wall, rather. No subtleties required. The 04. Here we go. 1, 4, 5, 8. Is that a medical kit? No, it's a drill. It's a hand drill. We're drilling hands, of course. They call it a hand drill, right? What is a med kit? Wait, what is this, a video game? What is this, a fucking Resident Evil game? Actually, if it was a Resident Evil game... Okay, genuinely startled me. This was a Resident Evil game. It'd be healing herb or a healing spray. Waiting for that to become a norm, like military grade, like medical spray, where yeah, you fucking get a gunshot or get your arm severed, you just spray it, and somehow it makes it better. Maybe like stops the bleeding. I don't know. I mean, I guess sure. Duct tape over something. I mean, I guess it'll at least hamper the bleeding, but in Resident Evil, it's a full heal with that first aid spray. We make that a real thing. That first aid spray being that effective. Take you from death's door to feeling at 100%. 87. Right, kitty cat. Cat on the keyboard? Absolutely, goddamn, absolutely. Of course, they like their cardboard boxes. Like the keyboards. Sometimes they're on the bed, but very rarely are they on the bed. Sometimes they're on this keyboard. Let it be known, I've yet to see them on the expensive new cat bed we bought for them. I've yet to see it. Dead Alan coded. There you go. Same kind of deal there. There you go. Elbow them doors open. That's what's up. Oh! All right. Print another one. Another one. Since we've gained access to the basement areas, it's mostly giving us basement orders, but I'm okay with that because these are much more lucrative. I'm not sure if that means that you are guaranteed to only see basement until you unlock like basement 2. I'm not sure if it works quite that way. And I also don't know if to beat the game you have to unlock HR. I'm sure HR is its own category of difficulty, but maybe beyond HR is where like you find the truth mystery. All I know, however, is we're going back to the basement. H101. That was almost the name of a virus, right? H101. Whereas H1Z1 was a video game. I think I was also this way. So if I take a left, it spits us out closer to this area. Where's A? Oh, here's H1. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I gotta go a little bit further out. Still, pretty convenient. Kitty cat. But I have the real kitty cat. I don't want the fake one. It's for someone else, though. Nice and ominous. There's a lot of ominousness in this game for sure. A lot of like, you know, vague and unpleasant things. But not a ton of like explicit bad shit happening to you specifically. Just yeah, just the one big guy when he fucking murders your ass. But otherwise, maybe it's not a kitty cat. Maybe it's like a oh, it's a fox. Like a coyote or something? Nope, it's a foxy. If you put more than 3 pumps of condoms of protection, add protection 3 times. If you do 4, will they be like, that's too much? Too much. Customers refuse the order. The quota's been reached, but we still got plenty of room left. So I say we keep the party rolling, baby. Keep the party rolling. Print another order. I wonder if I should go ahead and purchase an upgrade. I said we could just save up for the second certification. I don't know if I really want to jump necessarily to basement level 2, like immediately, because I feel like I should like prove myself down here for a bit. If nothing else, we can get the running shoes, that kind of thing. We could get some nicer upgrades. Keep going for a little bit longer. What's up, Beacon? Did I kill a cat? Thankfully, we only had one instance earlier where the kitty cat died of sadness. Not my proudest moment. Strangely enough, not my cringiest moment either. Somewhere right in the middle. But yeah, we haven't had any of them since then. Right, kitty cat? That's right. Isn't that right, Kirkland Signature? That's right. So I had my one, maybe less than ideal moment. My less than ideal gamer moment, but it was a learning experience. And clearly the cat's alive and well. Look how alive this kitty cat is. So what we saw earlier was clearly just like a dream sequence. It basically never happened. And with all the knowledge we gained from that experience, man, we're so powerful now. So much knowledge. Good to see you, by the way, Beacon. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you've played this game, but you might enjoy something like this. It's pretty fun. I remember when I was reading reviews for this game. This has been out for like a month and some change. So, one of the critiques. Oh shit. He's got chains. Like a higher order version of the fella. Looking for B1. Oh, O1. I'm a dumbass. I was looking at the wrong letters. I should have gone further out to the other direction. But yeah, one of the critiques against this game is that it becomes, once you like kind of figure out the systems and you kind of establish a rhythm on how to hide, how to avoid bad guys, and also what things you can safely ignore. Like sometimes something jumps out and you go, oh god, scary, and then other times you can very clearly see like, oh, that's just like a psychological, like a sanity effect, like I don't have to worry, that one's fine, that one's harmless, it just looks funny. You know, the gamification kind of reveals itself after a while, and you can kind of focus in on I'll just like you know, that like couldn't really be bothered to be alarmed by that little noise just now. So you can kind of like shuffle away some of those extra niceties that the game gives you and just focus on the task at hand and like make your process pretty efficient with getting a lot of money for your upgrades. So after a while, it becomes a bit routine. Like the surprises kind of wear off, and maybe that's kind of the point, you know? Maybe there's not necessarily a need for everything to shock you necessarily. But one of the downsides was people saying like, after a while, you kind of see where this is going, and you kind of settle into a routine, and that's just how it is. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I think for some folks, they were hoping for a little bit more depth. But for what it's worth, I'm enjoying it. So we're now on the main floor once again. We haven't had a main floor entry in a while. Means this won't be quite as much, won't be worth quite as much, but still pretty good. Now for me, not every game needs to have incredible depth necessarily. Or like, you know, sometimes a game can be just like a one-off, you know, that's like it doesn't have to take like, you know, 12, 15, 20 hours to beat. Sometimes something relatively simple that does its job well is good enough. And this one does its job pretty darn well, I would say. So, all right, so I got it written down. One thing I will say is that I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I've got a text box open. I'm just typing in the order and the verification code on like a 9-digit number pad. So 2679. I realize that's kind of cheating because what I think the game wants you to do is buy a scanner, which allows you to take the code with you. And you can only carry one item at a time. And I like having the flashlight, both. I like having the flashlight on me, so you have to buy the backpack to be able to carry those two items simultaneously. So, obviously, the game kind of nudges you towards using that feature, the built-in feature, versus just using a text box like I am. So I'm being a little bit cheaty, but I can't help it. I come from an era of gaming where taking notes is kind of just what you had to do back in those days. So that was the reality back in the early days. My grossness with my nose in its current state. I don't want to be sick. I didn't choose to be sick. Okay. Right, where's Kitty Cat? Kitty Cat. Here's Kitty Cat on this keyboard. That doesn't look at you directly when it's on this keyboard. On to K3. won't be quite as lucrative, but it'll still be pretty good and fairly quick. Topping out a whole letter just in case. I've done the same shit, Pelican. And usually you don't need to go to that level of detail, of dedication. Usually you don't have to. But what if you did? Shit. What if you did need it? And then you'd feel real silly to go without. So that's a good just in case kind of measure. Kind of like reach up. Oh my god, bro. Bro, my dude. At least just fucking move on, right? Got the flippity gibbets. He's got the quivering jowls, the flippity gibbets. He's all naked. The other guy at least had chains wrapped around him. Pretty much confirmed the flashlight does nothing for him. I mean, maybe it does something when you're not hiding. I'm kind of hiding in plain sight right now, though. Part of me almost wishes there'd be a bit more immersion to like, oh, you opened the thing and made noise, the guy heard it, or like in those kind of psychological sound effect things, if it was like, oh, yeah, the thing can't physically harm you, but it alerts things that can harm you. It alerts nearby monsters to like be able to find your location easier. That kind of shit. That'd be kind of cool. Shit, I should probably play it safe. He's unfortunately in a perfect position to be extremely annoying. Get back to the base. As long as he doesn't jerk around suddenly, I think I'm okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm in trouble. But unfortunately, I don't have a way out. Might be in trouble. It's really unfortunate that he saw me from there. Oh, it's because I'm running, maybe? Can he actually get me? See, I think we're in like a safety zone out here, at least. I think once you cross that little barrier, then you're in the clear. He's being exceptionally annoying. What an annoying shitter. It was the kitty cat that scared him off, right? Our apex predator. Apex hunting predator scared him off. Right, kitty cat? That's right. So vicious. Oops. Ooh, a little bit close to the sun on that one. There we go. So that's pretty good. That's going to be a pretty thick payout too. See, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and order. Well, not right now, but for the next day. On the next day, we can go ahead and order the next certification level. Kind of tempting. Day 4, baby. Thick and girthy payout. Thick and juicy. I mean, those basement orders were fairly easy, relatively speaking. Honestly, I think they were easier than the depth 3 level ground floor entries. Now, I'm sure the next basement entries are going to be further and more demanding, but still, that first one was pretty good. What do you get? So we have 436. Yeah, I would say might as well. Ooh, the HR one is real expensive. 8 hundo. It would have been really funny if we could have just jumped right to HR right afterwards. Certification, bottom text. Very good. Anything else? 175. Oh no, 186 is my amount. Do I get the scratch post? What did I get last time? I got the... I think I bought nothing. Yeah, because I was saving up for the certification. Then I said, we'll play it by ear. They get the scratch post of toys. 100 happiness. 100 happiness. Let's got little mices on it. Little mices. How cute. You better be happy with all the money I'm spending on toys and niceties for kitty cat. You better be happy, you filthy animal. I don't mean filthy animal. I didn't mean that. Print order. Back to the basement. To the basement. B1. So we don't have access to basement level 2 yet. That'll be the next day is when we gain that access. That will be nifty. That's going to be 2, 6, 8, 9. It does say quantity 1. Yeah, I've not been acknowledged in the quantity. And I probably need to be. Because eventually I'm sure they will up the ante and say quantity 2, 3. So far we've yet to get anything wrong. They've yet to ding us on any misses. But I'm sure eventually quantity 1 will increase. Only a matter of time. We learned that if you get the first right, it'll spit you out at around the A's. If I hang left, it's out in the middle. Now the tricky thing is that the way this area is orientated, it's a little bit more labyrinthine. Not quite as super obvious. Not quite as super obvious where things are laid out. Oh. Chain fella. Let's go, chain fella. Oh my fucking god. So cringe. Spawn can't be, bro. Is that what this is? You're so cool. What is this, Counter-Strike? Well, you don't respawn in Counter-Strike, but you know what I mean. So I want me to go to I2. The idea is don't sprint. I think if you sprint, it teleport. Oh, fucking teleported. Ooh, but we're in trouble. It's got to be I level 2, and there is no second level of depth here. See, I think this area is not laid out as straightforward. Not as obvious. Didn't I say earlier I was wondering if there was going to be some teleporting of bad guys and that kind of shit? Shit, I think I might be screwed. We're good. There's just the one of them, at least for the time being, but... Motherfucker absolutely teleported earlier. I, like, turned my back and he just, like, winked out of existence. Ow! Sounds a little like James Brown. Wow, I feel good. So both of those areas are blocked off, which is very rude. Just gotta go around the back way. Coming in on the back. Coming in on the back direction. The back entry. I'm a back entry kind of guy. What can I say? Propane. Clean burning propane. The opposite of whatever fucking botched circumcision surgeries are happening here. Good fella. It's Carl. He's our guy. Long-standing, upstanding employee. Probably. That one did take quite a while. But we're alright. I'm alright. Almost wishing I would have gone ahead and gone for the running shoes, but eh. Kitty cat happiness is more important. Bonk. Deep flame. Okay, maybe don't roll all the way there, bro. Also, I've yet to try throwing things. There's E to throw, and I'm worried that some things will not handle well if you throw them, like they'll get damaged. I'm trying to be a good boy. Collect a product at all cost, because I don't want it to affect my payout. My ability to match quota. I'm guessing this is like Lethal Company. If you don't match quota, they fucking kill you. That's what I just assume. Kitty cat. We're on my bed. Kind of refreshing to see them somewhere other than this box or this keyboard. Something. It's something. Another. Oops. We know where this one's going to be now that we've seen the slightly less than direct layout of basement level 1. We at least understand it now, even though it's not quite as linear as the ground floor. Not too bad. And 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Quantity 1. Got it noted. A2. That's the sequel to the steak sauce. Honestly, does anybody really use A1 steak sauce for steak? Personally, I like A1 steak sauce, but I put it on, like, chicken. I feel like putting just about any sauce on a steak feels like a mistake. Look at you with your glowing ass eyes. Get that shit out of here. I'll take the other way. I'm not exactly a huge steak guy, so I don't exactly know shit, but I'm like, you're gonna put sauce on steak. You know, you're going through all the trouble and spending all the money, because, you know, steak's not cheap. Going through all that trouble and spending all that money. If you're doing it yourself, if it's a DIY kind of steak, then you might as well, you know, spend the extra effort and or money to do like a DIY sauce. Not just buy like some pre-made stuff. Or just, you know, just season it in a certain way so it doesn't really need a sauce to drench it. Because to me, that's the concern, is it getting drenched by the sauce. Can't even see you, bro. My guy, where even is you? Probably from goddamn downtown. Must be the shoes. Are you? Excuse me? I gotta wait. Lame. I can't poke him out that way, and I can't go that way either. It's kind of shitty, don't you think? And of course, it's clicking down the timer. Buy some food for our kitty cat, and I spent all my food, all my money. Like crouch walk. Crouch walking less scary. In a really unfortunate position. Really cool if you teleport away like you did earlier. I think we're in the clear. But I will not sprint. I'll walk casually. Okay, now I'll sprint. There's no Mega Man-esque slide. No sprint slide option. Now, I wonder if it's one of those where if you buy the running shoes, that increases your stamina for running. And sure, it's an increase, but what if it's like an increase of like 20%? It's like that meter goes down real quick. It's kind of like how the sprint, quote-unquote, option in Phasmophobia makes you go from like a casual saunter to a brisk lollygag. Like it goes from like a slow, not even, yeah, just a slow casual stride to not even a power walk, but just a slightly awakened, yeah, saunter. Just very casual. Still like no rush at all, despite all the fucked up and scary shit that happens in that game. The sprint in that game is non-existent, nearly. Non-existent. One more to close out the quota, but we can probably do two more. Although that last one was kind of fucky-wucky. Even that one guy had us pinned down for a good amount there. We'll say this, despite being all this being obviously procedurally generated, I do think the game does a pretty good job. 4, 5, 7, 9. Does a pretty good job of pacing and spacing out the difficulties. Where each day has like a slight uptick in like how far away things are likely to be, but not always. And how more likely the monsters are to screw you. Because yeah, we really didn't have too many annoying parts of the monster was just camping us earlier. Or having it now, and I'm wondering if that's because that's like part of the parameters, what's getting incremented with each subsequent day. Because obviously we're upgrading ourselves, we're upgrading our ability to be out longer. Ability to love on the kitty cat. So, yeah, I wonder if... But I don't wonder. I appreciate the fact the game does a pretty good job of like, that progression. The difficulty increase is pretty gradual and not like... It doesn't feel unfair. It doesn't feel like herky-jerky. Like, the spikes are very, very smooth. As opposed to sharp spikes that just jump out of nowhere. Difficulty spikes, it is. Okay. So, I got this one noted. B1G203. We got the code is 4579. Pet the kitty cat. Right here. Back to the basement. It's a happy little basement where happy things happen to happy people. G2. I think this one probably would be a little bit quicker just because this is more or less a straight shot to the middle ground. He's right out there anyway. Kind of a shame that to get to basement level 2, you have to go through a good chunk of basement 1. Depending on how unlucky you are. This guy spawning and other kinds of shenanigans. You might have to like jump through a lot of hoops to even get to that area. For the riskier but more alluring and enticing payouts. Look how they all popped. Like tackle boxes. Tackle boxes, aka boxes that some of my friends have used over the years for Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. Yeah, hopefully those like the basement tier 2 entries are nice and valuable. He's yelling at me, but I don't think he could actually see me. And maybe he could see you, but couldn't reach you. We didn't have the scary music, we just have the guy being loud. Saying, wow! AKA James Brown. Whoop. One, 2, 3. And with that, another satisfied customer. Jolly Box Company. I mean, yes, it's the Jolly Box Company, but we don't just make the boxes. Presumably, we probably don't make merchandise either, but obviously we ship them, and it's a storefront, so it's not just the box, but it's the storefront we offer. It's all these other services. Okay, so we've reached quota. We could cash out now. Let's do at least one more. Cash out, not crash out. Cash out. B204. That one should be fairly simple. Fairly. 5, 6, and 9. Written down. Once again, I realize maybe a little bit uncouth of me to write things down. Or type things out, rather. But that's how I usually play these kinds of games, so I tell myself it's okay. Yo, what's up, Sputs? Boxes are made of old people. Unfortunately, that lore we've yet to uncover. Although that would explain all the corpses we've seen throughout the warehouse. That would explain potentially what's going on there. All the corpses and what they're all about. It's good to see you, Sputs. Yeah, this game is definitely a wild ride, and yeah, the idea of the cardboard boxes are just recycled body parts. Recycled, repurposed body parts of, like, ex-employees, that kind of shit. That would add a new layer of depravity. Look at this guy. Look at this guy spawning the camp, or scamping the pun. Camping the spawn like a chump. But yeah, that would up the ante for sure, as far as, like, the depraved things that this company does to its employees. Excuse me. For the sake of, you know, maximizing profit, that kind of shit. But also, it would be fairly appropriate, unfortunately. Looking for 4. Unfortunately, the things are not glitching outside of the containers anymore. Which makes me think that was probably a bug, then. Because in the ground floor, we were constantly seeing, sometimes several challenges in a row, several tickets in a row. We would see... Like I went through the wall there, that was kind of cool. We would see a, we'd like round the corner and the merchandise would have like seemingly on purpose glitch through the wall where you didn't even have to open the gate. I'm working on a kitty cat. Didn't even have to open the gate to acquire the merchandise, so it was just on the floor in front of the gate, in front of the cage. And I thought that was intentional, like to show that, like, you know, things are malfunctioning, the world is not stable, blah blah blah. But now I'm thinking that was actually a glitch. Now that I'm thinking about it more. So you've definitely seen instances where you open the cage and all the physics objects kind of all clump together suddenly. They all kind of jumble around. I'm wondering if things were just kind of spawning in a funny way. Alright. And off you go. Another satisfied customer. So if we wanted, we could maybe do one more, but I think that's pushing it. These basement orders do take a little bit longer, and that basement area is not... I feel like I'm got the navigation part of it down pretty well, but given that that there's more things to wrangle and more things to snag you along the way, more speed bumps to kind of slow you down. Probably play it safe in the day here. We definitely shot way past the quotas. We're doing good. We're doing good. Next quota, yeah, so 225. I feel like the increments are pretty reasonable, all things considered, because 225, that's, well within reason, obviously. Never noticed this. There's this orb, but I can't see the details from here. And yeah, this means that basement level 2 is now available, which is exciting. And we're 1/4 and some change away from unlocking, not basement level 3, but HR certification, which is exciting. However, you can probably tell my energy level is a little bit lower than it usually is. Of course, it's no secret that I'm still fighting something, even though I no longer have a fever, which is good. I've been sick for the past couple days, and I feel like I probably shouldn't push it too much. Let's go ahead and end it here, friends. This has been fun, though. I'm glad we were able to check this game out. Thank you again to Lorkit for hooking us up with the review key for this cool game. We can always pick it back up if we would like. Game is very fun. I could see where maybe it's not for everybody. So the horror aspect of it is like it's not really that scary, honestly. The monsters are kind of annoying sometimes, but there's like flavor around the world to appreciate, like the various dead bodies hiding in places, the weird, like seemingly normal and also sometimes strangely grotesque merchandise that people are buying. Some of the environmental effects, like the gasket blowing and steam filling that one corridor was kind of cool, and seeing the different like levels of monsters is kind of neat. So, and if nothing else, it's just a satisfying loop, a satisfying gameplay loop of complete orders, upgrade yourself, upgrade your cat station, and just see what lays beyond it. It's interesting enough to keep me going. It doesn't seem like it's a super long game. We could, assuming that the HR certification, I'm gonna guess that's probably not the end game, but it probably brings you to the end game. I'm guessing like probably one other session could probably beat the game. So yeah, maybe we'll do one more session in the near future, wrap this game up. It's good though. It's good. Good little game. I like it. Shoutouts to the developer. Cybernetic Walrus is the developer. Made a good game. It was a developer I'd never heard of before, but they've made a handful of games, but none that I've played before. But this is good. It's good. I think they're working on some VR games as well. Pretty good. Cool dudes and dudettes.